been confused. What's going on? Has the bull run gonna come and passed? Are we still supposed to wait for the bull run to come? Yeah. So just like the question they asked John the Baptist, are you the Messiah or should you wait for another? So now we want to like clear out some of those confusions. We want to like clear out some of those confusions, and then we want to like let us understand what we should be expecting as long as or as far as the bull run is concerned. So first of all, for those who are a bit who are probably newbies or who don't know what bull run is, um, our topic today is the bull run. Has the bull run ended or yet to begin? So I'm just going to like run through some of the basic terminologies in this topic, and then we dive right into what we are supposed to be looking out for as long as the bull run is involved. So the bull run is basically a season in the crypto market or a cycle in the crypto market where there is a surge in price of cryptocurrencies. Yeah, so the prices of cryptocurrencies begin to go high in the bull run. Is a season when the price of so many cryptocurrencies begin to appreciate, and it is called the bull run. So the opposite is called the bear market. That's the bear run. So that is the period where the price of cryptocurrencies they go down, but the bull run is when the price goes up. Now, what is prompting this topic, has it ended or it has started, is that sometime between the middle of last year, there were a lot of speculations and a lot of um, people we regard as idols, people we call our bosses, people we look up to. That's the people who feel like they have a lot of knowledge in the crypto market, coming out to say a lot of things like the bull market, the bear market is going to be within this period of months to this period of time. The bull market is going to be within this period of time to this period of time. And so many people were speculating that the bull run was going to happen last year. So, but there was really no significant surge in price of so many cryptocurrencies. And for me personally, I still do not think that the bull run has happened. And I'm going to give reasons why I think the bull run has not happened. Why some cryptocurrencies like Solana, the price has really gone up like significantly. Many people were thinking, and even the price of Bitcoin has gone up significantly. I still think the bull run has not really taken effect, and I'm going to explain why. So within this period, so many people were there's so many events that happened last year that are supposed to have really triggered the price of the market to push based on historical events. Yeah, but it did not happen, and that is what is prompting this topic. And some of those events are the Bitcoin halving. If you check historically, what has happened in the past year, in the past years, anytime there's any events like Bitcoin halving, the price of cryptocurrency tends to move up. In fact, as a matter of fact, one of the things that has affected the price of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin particularly, to go up was the winning of Donald Trump. Donald Trump winning the election. If you notice, if you check the market from the period when Donald Trump won the election, there has been a significant increase in price of Bitcoin hitting all-time high after that election. And the reason it is like that is because um, Donald Trump Donald Trump supports the adoption of cryptocurrency, and so it is it gives investors the confidence to invest, because we all know that America is a world power and all that. So it gives investors the confidence to invest in this asset. Now, the Bitcoin halving happened, and we did not see a significant change in price. Um, the what is it called? The Ethereum what is it called? ETF happened. That's the exchange traded fraction or something happened, and there was no really significant change in price as well. But after Donald Trump won the election, the price of Bitcoin went up, but the price of other cryptocurrencies did not go up. Now, um, and because of that, I still do not think that the bull run has happened. Now, some of the things that we are really going to we are supposed to be looking out for, as long as the bull run is involved, as long as it has to do with the bull run, some of the things that we should be looking out for that should happen within this season is, first of all, the Bitcoin dominance is one thing that our mind should be at. The Bitcoin dominance has to be below 50%. Now, what is Bitcoin dominance? Now, how will I use as an example? I'm trying to use something that is very, very related something that is that we encounter every day, so that it is going to be much easier for us to, okay, let's say for example now, or let me just use Bitcoin. I can't figure out something that can really relate to this, but let me just use Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin, as we all know, is the first cryptocurrency that was created, and every other coin aside from Bitcoin is referred to as an altcoin. So any coin you can think about that is not Bitcoin is referred to as an altcoin. Now, the Bitcoin dominance is basically showing the percentage of money flowing into Bitcoin with relation to other cryptocurrencies. So that is to say that if the Bitcoin dominance is above 50%, that is to say that more money is flowing into Bitcoin compared to other coins put together. So if Bitcoin dominance is at 50%, or let me say is at 60%, it shows that the total market capitalization of the crypto market, the total amount of money flowing in the crypto market, 60% of it is in Bitcoin. Now, what does that show you? If 60% of money in the full market cap of cryptocurrency is in Bitcoin, definitely the price of Bitcoin is going to be higher. That is one thing you need to note. Now, for the bull run to fully take effect, one of the things we have to look out for is the Bitcoin dominance. And the Bitcoin dominance has to fall significantly. The reason it has to fall significantly is that there need to be spread of liquidity. Liquidity needs to spread. Okay, imagine in a family where there are 5 boys or there are 5 children, and then only one is a billionaire, the rest are poor. There's no spread of income, there's no spread of money. But imagine in a family where everybody in that family is a millionaire, everybody is rich. But imagine a family where one person is a billionaire but the rest are poor. There is only one rich person. So it is like that now in the market, in the crypto market. So unless there's flow of liquidity, the liquidity spreads out to other cryptocurrencies, the price of other cryptocurrencies are not going to go high, and it is only going to be the Bitcoin that will be going high. And one significant event that happens in the bull run is this alt season. Now, what is alt season? Like I mentioned earlier, any cryptocurrency that is not Bitcoin is referred to as an altcoin. So one significant event that happens in the bull run is the alt season. Now, alt season is when the price of altcoins, any coin at all you think about that is not Bitcoin, begins to go up in price. That's the season when you see people, they will put $100 into a particular cryptocurrency, and then before they wake up, they are seeing $300, they are seeing $500 profit. That is the season. And one of the things that will really, really make it happen is if liquidity spreads out. Now, one thing that this Bitcoin dominance is showing is that people are investing more in Bitcoin than they are investing in other cryptocurrencies, because what is showing us is the inflow of money in the crypto market. So if Bitcoin has 60% of, remember, percent is 100. If Bitcoin has 60% of the inflow of money in the crypto market, it means that other cryptocurrencies have 40%. Now, 40% and 60%, you know that 60% is higher. So 60% of the money in the crypto market is moving into Bitcoin, showing that people are investing more in Bitcoin than they are investing in other cryptocurrencies. And definitely, just the law of demand and supply. When the demand is high, the price goes high. When the supply is higher, the price comes down. So if people are putting money into Bitcoin, it means that the demand for Bitcoin is high, and definitely, it means that the demand for Bitcoin is high. And definitely, the price of Bitcoin is going to go high, because it's just the basic supply and demand that we know. If I have a bag of orange and I'm going to the market with a bag of orange, and that person has 3 bags of oranges, and the person is going to the market with those 3 bags of orange, you will discover that for the fact that there's too much supply of orange in the market, we will be forced to reduce the price, because oranges, for example, I'm using orange because orange is a perishable. It's going to get spoiled. So you see that people will be forced to reduce the price because there's too much supply. But imagine I am going to the market and I have only 1 bag of orange, and only that bag of orange is the only orange that is in the full market. Because the demand is high I can increase the price and people will still buy. So if you did economics, it's basic supply and demand. In fact, that is what plays out in the market, supply and demand. So that is one thing. Now, another thing that happens is the spike in price of altcoins. That is one thing you look out for. I have mentioned it, the alt season. Once the alt season begins to happen, you see that once the off season begins to happen, you see that look very well. You discover that so many other things that I'm going to mention here have started playing out. And you see that this is the bull run, this is the bull season. And you begin to see that many what is it called? Many institutions will begin to come into the crypto space, just like the normal tokenization and real world asset thing will begin to start being a thing. Because I think it was in the previous bull run that all this tokenization and real world asset things started coming in play. And just for the record's sake, the previous bull run happened within the period of 2020 to 2021, something around that range, 2020, 2021, 2022, something within that range. That was when it happened. So in the bull run season, the $10 you have in your account can give you as high as $100. I can remember a friend of mine that said she bought Bitcoin worth of 2,000 naira, or was it 1,500 naira, and it gave her, I cannot really remember how much, but to avoid lying, I know it gave her up to 50,000 naira, something within that range. So Bitcoin and the price of Bitcoin, because so many people are speculating, Bitcoin is rising, other cryptocurrencies are not rising. Why? This is why. Because the Bitcoin dominance is still very, very high. And until it falls significantly below 50%, because it's not possible that one cryptocurrency will have as high as 50% and you expect the price of other cryptocurrencies to go high. It is not possible because the law of supply and demand, it is not favoring the other cryptocurrencies. So it means that if Bitcoin has 60, the other 40%, the millions of coins are sharing that 40%. So at the end of the day, you discover that some of them will be getting 0.000% of the total market cap of cryptocurrency, and so it definitely is not going to add up. Now, another thing that happens is hype increases in the bull run. Even the carpenter in your street will be telling you about cryptocurrency. There will be too much hype. People will be talking about cryptocurrency everywhere. Even people who do not. I can remember I think it was one of those days when they were talking about the bull run is coming. The bull run is coming. That was when somebody reached out to me and was like, that he heard that the coins are going up now, that he wants to learn how to trade Binance. I'm like, we are still trading coin. You have run and start trading Binance. So you start encountering questions like that and you start seeing people like that, people that are overzealous, that wants to just come into the market and make money and run away. The hype will be too much. The woman who is selling rice and beans in your street will be telling you that she heard that coin is climbing. The hype will just be everywhere. It will be on everybody's mouth. Everybody will be talking about it because people will be making money. People who don't know anything will be making money because somebody can just buy some of these airdrops that people got, that because they feel it's dust and left it during the bull run. There is possibility, as long as the project is a reasonable one, there are possibility that the person will just come out and say, there is money in my wallet though. And then that way, word of mouth advertising that nobody paid the person for, the person will start doing it because why? The person has made money from the market. So the hype will be very, very high. Everybody will be talking about cryptocurrency. You go to X, you see new idolos, people that you never knew are doing crypto. You see people's profile change from cleaning services to Bitcoin and Ethereum. You see, I think there was one of during that period last year when there was so much hype about the bull run happening and all those kind of things. I think there was one profile I was following. The name of this profile was Lifestyle and Chills or something like that. And then I just woke up and I got a notification that the page has changed their name from Lifestyle and whatever to Crypto OG. So you begin to see things like that. You begin to see that everybody will be talking about it. You start seeing idolos coming out from nowhere. You start seeing people that do not even know anything, but because maybe the bull run gave them money, maybe they bought the right coin and then it gave them money. And then you see them coming out to pose and then they'll be giving you motivational speech. They go use motivational speech wound you because they'll start telling you, I started my cryptocurrency journey with $50. And now I have so. So that is the season. It will happen. The impulse will be there. The market, everything, there will be everything will be green. People will be chopping big. Crypto OGs will be buying car. That is the season. That is one of the things that, in fact, if you start seeing things like that, you don't even need anybody to tell you that the bull run is here. People will be making money. Yeah. So that's one of the things that will happen during the bull run. And another thing that happens is inflow of people into the crypto market. Now, the reason why most people speculated that the crypto market, that the bull run was going to happen last year, was because there was a significant inflow of people last year into the crypto market. And one of the things that caused that thing is the Telegram bot mining. It really brought a lot of people into the crypto space. So many people, there was a heavy inflow into crypto. There was a heavy one. Although so many people have left, but I tell you, there's more people who stayed, and there are new set of people that have been onboarded into the crypto space. So last year, so many significant events happened, and I cannot categorically say why there was no serious surge in why the money did not flow into altcoins. I cannot categorically state it because there are so many significant events that happened last year, but we did not see it happen. We did not see that surge in price, that heavy surge in price. Although we saw it in Bitcoin, we saw it in we saw it in so many cryptocurrencies. Even some meme coins did magic last year. But for me, I still don't think, because these events, there are things that some things back up these events. When the bull run comes, you will not need a prophet to tell you that we are in the bull run. You will not need it. You will not have dust in your wallet, unless you buy rubbish, unless you buy a coin that they listed on a meme Bloom meme pad, that somebody sat in his room to execute on Bloom meme pad with $2, and they're expecting it to go up in price. It's not going to go. You look for the fact that the bull run is coming does not mean you should buy any nonsense you see, because you and that nonsense will stay in your wallet. In fact, you might even end up people even buy a honeypot. There's something called honeypot. You buy a cryptocurrency, there's no liquidity. You cannot be able to swap it into a cryptocurrency that has liquidity or sell it again. It's honeypot. So if you buy honeypot, the bull run is not going to do magic that your honeypot will now turn to bag of money. It's not true. Your honeypot will remain honeypot. So that is one of the things that happen. So there is going to be heavy inflow of people into the crypto market, into the crypto space. You see people coming, everybody is now a trader. You see people drawing lines, people buying, people asking you, hey, I want to buy a coin. Which coin should I buy now that will give me 1 million X? Maybe you that has been in the crypto space, you have probably not even seen 200X. And somebody who has not even seen any shege is coming to ask for a coin that will give you 1 million X. So you start seeing funny questions. These are one of the things that accompany the bull run. Heavy inflow of people, heavy inflow of self-acclaimed idols. It will happen. You now see so many events, so many crypto projects hosting events. Why? Because there is money. Because many of these crypto projects you are seeing, they invest money in crypto, and when the price of cryptocurrency is down, you see that they will be trying to withhold their money. When the bull run happened last, if you are hosting a crypto event, you can get a lot of sponsors because there is money. It's not like now. It's not like there's no money. There's money, but you cannot compare it to when the bull run happened. When this present bear market started, there are so many crypto projects that closed up. So many of them that closed up. And another thing that will happen when the bull run eventually comes with full force is that there will be so many Web3 jobs. Reason being that there will be so many startups. There are so many crypto brands that will bloom up. There are so many crypto projects that will start up. And these crypto projects are going to look for people to work for them. So there's going to be like more availability of job than normal, than what we have today. There's going to be more availability of job than what we have today. So what you need to do is, for that aspect, you just have to position yourself. But generally, these are some of the things that you have to be looking out for. When you start seeing some of these things, because even the coming of Christ, there are things that you are looking out for. If this kind of things start happening, you know that the end time has come. So if you start seeing some, this is not the only things that you will see that will happen during the bull run. But this is, I'm saying it out of experience, and some of the things that I have watched, and some of the things that I have seen that will happen. So if you start seeing some of these things coming into play, or all of these things start coming into play, then you begin to know that, okay, yeah, it could be the bull run pushing head like this. It could be the bull run. It could be the bull run. So, but in preparation for the bull run, that does not mean you should go and buy honeypots, like I said earlier. That does not mean you should buy rubbish and keep in your. There are reasonable projects you can buy and keep I know that he has potentials to give you reasonable exits during the bull run. So these are, I think this is really what we should be looking out for in a nutshell. This is what we should be looking out for in a nutshell. So I'm going to like be entertaining questions. I don't know if um Mr. Noah wants to say something to us just before I start entertaining questions. Do you want to say something to us? Okay. So I'm just going to start entertaining questions. If you have a question regarding what the things I just mentioned earlier, the things I just explained,
Yeah, Benji, is it me you're referring to?
I was asking if you wanted to like add something to what I've said, or I should just go ahead and entertain questions.
Okay, just to add to what you said, this thing about the bull run is it comes with a lot of noise, it comes with a lot of mistake. In fact, I'll tell people, let me say this openly, the wrongest time to get into the crypto space is during the bull run. The longest time to get into crypto space is during the bull run. Like if you experience crypto in the bear season, um, number one, you are seeing the worst of the market. But if you experience crypto, in the bullish season, you think market is just always green, green, green. And when you get trapped by the red candles, it goes south. So, one thing I'll tell us is, I'll just say some things about, preparing for the bull run. All right, preparing for the bull run because, well, if the question is, has the bull run ended or is it still coming? We are yet to experience this. Okay, we've just been having just droplets. Let me see it. So it's just little insight of what the actual bull market is going to look like. So it is yet to come. Okay, um, it's yet to come. So sieve the noise. Sieve the noise. This is why I will tell people, always belong to a community. Belong to a community, not just a community where they are making noise, where they are providing value. I mean, if you heard Benjamin talk in the last 25 minutes, you know that it's just value and all value that we are providing here. So once you're in a healthy community that shows you, oh, this is the way to go about it. And that's why personally, and I told them why I'm not very eager to always be like, oh, buy this or buy that, is you really need to understand the blockchain itself. You know, people think crypto is just all about buying coin and buying projects or investing. Yes, it's the money part is a major part of it, but it's not all it is to it. I mean, there are some mistakes I made in my early days of crypto, which I can't make them because then I just bought because, oh, they just said to buy. I couldn't analyze, I couldn't check, okay, what is the use case of this blockchain or this project, which team is behind it, is it just a gamble? All right. And then I think then when any Inu, sorry, not any Inu, Safe Moon, then Safe Moon was hot. I didn't know how shitcoin works. Is when you buy, you make your profit, you move out. I was there. In fact, I even wanted to borrow money and invest. It's just that I gave myself one serious advice. I was like, I had this rule that I wasn't going to borrow to invest. All right. So that was just the thing. If not, I would have been in debt. All right. So sieve the noise. Don't always someone say, oh, buy this one, jump and buy it. Do your research. And now the market has not really moved so far. This is the best time to start laying the foundation. This is the best time to support good projects because if you are waiting for the market to move to buy, for you to start buying or for you to start investing, two things. You buy the top. All right. When people are taking profit, that's when you're investing. That's first thing. Number two is that you buy a whole lot of rubbish because then even projects that don't have good base will do well because it's the bully season. So there is volume in the market. Anybody buys anything you buy that time. But you just see either you are buying the top of a project like the coin, or you are buying a coin that doesn't have good or you might even be buying a scam token, all right? He mentioned something about honeypots, all right? So these are so many things people don't really pay attention to. He mentioned something about honeypots. And let me explain to you what honeypot is, so that, because I've experienced it. Honeypot is like when you buy a project that you cannot sell. That is just the simple meaning. Like you use your money and buy it, but you cannot sell it back to your money. It is stuck in the smart contract. That is what honeypot is. And why some of these things happen is because of lack of analysis, lack of research. That is why some people fall for some of things like this. So I really pledge everyone here to take everything we'll be saying serious, because this year is really going to be a wild one, and it's good you are here at our first call in the beginning of the year to start making sure, all right, start making sure things work well, to start making sure that you don't make the wrong decision, to start making sure you invest in the right project, all right. So just to give a little bit insight, okay, fine, you have to make research like what projects will drive the next bull market. If you're paying attention to the space, we are in the AI trend. All right, we are in the AI trend. One good thing you can do for yourself is you go check out for solid AI based projects, maybe the one listed on exchanges, so that you have like it be low risk. The ones listed on maybe places like Binance, OKX, Gate.io, the ones like that. Maybe go to Gates, all right, so that you can find very low cap ones there, all right. So you can buy those ones. So you focus on AI, then you can focus on DeFi too, all right. So just don't throw money around, all right. Don't throw money. Don't buy anything and everything you see. It's really gonna be a very big mistake you make. Don't just buy everything and anything you see, no matter how the noise. He mentioned something else about noise. Learn to filter noise. In fact, something about me is when people are saying, "Oh, is this project? Is this project?" That is even when I keep off. Any project people are. In fact, let me give you a hack. Any project people are shouting to buy, just know it is. They are just shouting that you should buy it so they will sell. All right. People are just shouting for you to buy a project so that they will sell, so that they will dump on you. So when you see the so-called big idolos in the space who are saying, "Oh, buy this, is this one that is hot right now, it is going to the next 20x, 30x," I'm just telling you openly, he's only telling you to buy. I'm not saying idolos or crypto persons, influencers can call projects, but let me tell you, when somebody is like, "Oh, this is a project that is going the next 50x," I know you've seen a lot of people in the crypto space do this thing. Just know that that project, they are, especially if it's not like a big project now, or maybe the person is telling you, "Okay, project that is listed here." If it's like a project that's still low or market cap, maybe it's a meme coin, just know that that person is telling you to buy so that he can sell, all right? He can make money off you. So when you are seeing a project is getting too popular, please, that is the last project you should invest in, all right? Focus on another project, because how to actually make real money is to focus on undervalued projects. And how to get undervalued projects is when you understand the trend. Then when you understand the trend, you start researching on projects that are around that trend. Now, we now have AI. You can be like, "Oh, make some promptings on ChatGPT, and it will give you some hints on some projects, maybe with the trend." You can be like, "Oh, ChatGPT, the crypto bull run is coming. What do you think is going to be the trend that will drive the next bull market?" You can prompt like that, and it's not like, oh, ChatGPT is just telling you how it feels. It makes its analysis, checks out websites, checks out stuffs online before it gives you feedback. It's not like, oh, it might be 100% correct, but it will give you an idea of where you should channel your research towards. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So pay attention to what we'll be doing here. Pay attention to less noise, and God will bless you. So this is my 2 cents. Thank you.
Somebody shout a big amen to that. Amen. So
Amen.
we're just going to be entertaining questions. So if you have any question, just go ahead and ask your question. We always tell people the community is the safest place to ask questions. There are questions you ask on X, the reply they will give you, you'll be scared to on your data. But in the community, you're always free to ask questions, no matter how how childish or how stupid you think your question is. The community is always the safest place to ask those questions. So if you have a question, just let's have it. If you don't have a question, I'll just assume that I've been speaking to Idolos, and I'll just drop my wallet address in the comment section so that you people will bless it, because I cannot be talking to Idolos and nothing will enter my wallet.
Let me small Idolo. Idolo's full here.
I don't
Well,
understand.
Benjamin, something I want to throw more light on is
Okay.
uh we talk about, okay, we have the bull run, the bull market or the bear market. What actually drives this cycle? Like, what are those things that usually happen? Apart from the technical part of the BTC dominance, but maybe the kind of news or events that really happens, and we can be like, oh, okay, now, like these bull markets that happen now. Sorry, like why everybody is excited that, oh, we're about to get to the market is because Trump won the election, and he is somebody that is openly, or he's public about his belief in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, all right? So it is like a green flag, all right? It's like a green flag or a green light for people who are in crypto space. It's just like, okay, this person is a crypto person and he's the president of, he won the presidential election, which US is arguably the world power country, all right? So, but what are the other things that we can really watch out for? Because now that this guy won the presidency, is there something like, is it really a total guarantee that, oh, the bull run is really here? Or could something happen and it will drive us back to the reds? I don't know if you understand.
Yes, I got your question. I got your question. But the truth is that news sometimes are what is it called, influence to the market. Most times, if you trade the crypto markets and you trade the forex market, you discover that news always has an impact in the price of cryptocurrencies, stock, every financial asset. News always has effect on it, but most times these news are not, the effect is not always long term. Now, for news can bring about a surge in price, but some other thing has to back it up for it to bring about the bull run. And okay, just like the inauguration of I heard Trump is going to be inaugurated on 22nd or something like that, into power as the president. So that particular event is definitely going to cause a surge in price of cryptocurrency, and it is possible that subsequent events might follow it that is going to lead to the bull run. But a single event or a single news does not have the capability of bringing about bull run. Definitely, like for example, I think there was a time when there was a tweet that Trump made one time about Doge. I didn't need to do any analysis. I went to long Doge immediately, and that was the end. I made money from it. So, but most times news needs to be accompanied by other activities. So imagine that Trump was inaugurated on 22nd, and then 1 week later, the what is it called? The Bitcoin halving happened. Events like that have capabilities of surging the price. But me personally, based on experience and based on what I have seen, news does not work, does not how do I say it? In isolation, does not bring about the bull run. It has to be a series of events or some other things working together, shaking together, and you know that is what I have seen happen. So I don't know if I got your question clearly. I don't know if I answered your question clearly.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. So does any other idol have a question here? Please go ahead and ask your question. I am Trust Chain here. Trust Chain, please ask your question.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Okay, we have someone that wants to ask a question. Yeah, good evening.
Yes, sir. Please, I'm very sorry to bring you back a little bit. I was working while you are explaining concerning the index, the Bitcoin index and the altcoin index. Please, my question is that can we rely on that altcoin index, the one on CoinMarket app? Because at a point in time, I was seeing like around 67%, and all of a sudden, everything just went back to around 40 something.
Okay. Me personally, I check my Bitcoin dominance. I think I used to use a trading view and CoinMarketCap to check it, but most times I use trading view to check it most times. Yes, it's a statistics now. It's a statistics. So you can, if you don't think it is giving you the correct data, what you can do is use different sources. Don't just use one, use different sources. You can check on CoinMarketCap, you can check on TradingView, you can still go online to browse it and know what the current coin market Bitcoin dominance for that day is, and then you can put the data together and know if it has been giving you a correct listen. So what the best thing to do is don't just use one source. So you can is actually a statistical data. So it's something you can do. Hope I answered your question.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Does any other person have a question? Does any other person have a question? Just like I said earlier, I am dropping my wallet address after this call because I might probably be speaking with my destiny helpers and I don't know. After all this plenty English I spoke, nobody has a question. I don't want to believe I was too basic. Or is it that you people understand very fast? It's possible you people understand very fast, and I'm very proud of you people. So this is 8:40 and nobody has a question yet. Okay. I don't know if I should say this is a welcome development or um I should say otherwise. But I think we've really had a great time here, and I am very, very happy to have had you guys around.